Welcome to Informed Investor. Today, city gas distribution companies witnessed the share prices decline sharply. If you look at the images, Indraprastha Gas and Mahanagar Gas both hit lower circuits, declining steeply, raising concerns among investors and industry observers. This significant decline can be attributed to a substantial cut by the government in the allocation of Administered Price Mechanism gas by 20%. Let's delve into the reasons behind the sharp fall and understand the broader context. Firstly, let's understand in detail the reasons for the decline in the share prices of IGL and MGL. To start off, city gas distribution companies like IGL and MGL rely heavily on the allocation of gas from the government's Administered Price Mechanism. And now, in a recent announcement effective November 16th, the government has implemented a second round of cuts to APM gas supplies by up to 20% following a 21 cut previously in October as well. This reduction is detrimental as IGL and MGL rely heavily on this cheaper gas for their operations, with over 80% of their volumes sourced from the APM pricing. Now, to bridge the shortfall, MGL in a press note mentioned that it is exploring options to source gas through domestically produced new well gas from ONGC and benchmark-linked long-term gas contracts. In context, drilling new wells incurs higher costs, making gas more expensive. This will ultimately affect the profitability of these companies. The market's swift reaction reflects growing fears about the sustainability of earnings for these companies amid increasing operational costs and regulatory pressures. Lower APM allocation suggests that cheap domestic gas has been reduced, and hence, without a hike of 4 to 6 rupees per kg, there would be a considerable impact on the financials of the company. Considering this, several brokerages like MK Global, Nuvama and Jefferies have downgraded MGL and IGL to underperform with low price targets. Now, to understand the broader context, let me explain this. Natural gas, the main raw material, is sourced from beneath the ground and from offshore fields in locations such as the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. This natural gas is further processed into CNG and LPG for automobiles and piped cooking gas for households. And this production from legacy fields, also known as APM gas, is regulated by the government and has been declining by 5% annually due to natural depletion. So back to the story. In light of these supply cuts and reductions, city gas distributors have been advocating for price increases to offset rising costs. In response, the government has countered cautiously to demanding detailed cost breakdowns from retailers before approving any hikes. Furthermore, officials from the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas have mentioned that retailers like MGL and IGL operate on hefty profit margins and should be able to absorb the additional costs incurred from replacing the lost volumes with slightly more expensive gas from alternative gas supplies. In reality, IGL and MGL do have healthy margins. If you look at the image, with a net profit of 1,748 crores and revenues of 16,000 crores, IGL maintains profit margins of 11%, whereas MGL maintains even superior margins of 18.5%. All the government wants is for city gas distributors to justify and understand the cost breakup in response to the price hikes or getting low-cost input gas. In conclusion, the recent decline in IGL and MGL shares reflects the challenges faced by the sector as a whole. The tug-of-war between the government and city gas distributors underscores a broader issue in the sector, balancing profitability with regulatory compliance. As these companies navigate profitability pressures while advocating for necessary price adjustments, they must also contend with government expectations regarding transparency in cost structures. With all this at play, it remains to be seen how the future of this sector will unfold. Having said that, this is me, Rahul Hassan, signing off. Have a great day and stay safe.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.